Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning everyone. Good morning Ma'am Sari. Here's our final segment video. We decide to the analysis children literature. Title is I'm Rosa Parks. Our group consists of the 5 members there are is Ismi Salsabila, Jessica Marjuandi, Nurjana, and I'm Sinta Melania, and the last friend Wahyu Imtadwi Putri. I'm Rosa Parks is the children drawing book feature, favorite. Leader, Rosa Parks the book tells the reader about Rosa Parks, a movement during the recreation era where the white people and the color people being destroyed and the social differently, and how to was inspired in the groupment bus boycott. So to the analysis, the book our group decide to the analysis is the using historical approach. On the Thursday, December 1, 1975, the 45 years old Rosa Parks the communicating home from a long day of the work and the Jemery for department store by bus. Black resident and Jemery often divide municipal business in the possible because they are found in the Negroes in the black police like and the Jemery and not less. 70% or more the reader on the typical day. Where black on the this day, Rosa Parks was one of them. Thank you.
Segregation was written into law. The front of Montgomery bus was reserved for white people and the seat behind them for black people. However, it was only by custom that the bus driver had an authority to ask black people give a seat for white. It's contradictory into the law. One said that no other black or white should give a seat for other people if there is no other seat available. Nonetheless, at the point in the route, there were a white man that had no seat because the white section was full. So the driver asked the 4 black people to stand in order to give a seat for the man. The 3 obeyed, but Parks didn't. People always said that I don't give up for my seat because I was tired, said Parks. But there's not true. No, I'm not tired physically, but I was tired of giving in. Eventually, the 2 police officers approached the bus stop, assessed the situation, and placed Parks into the custody.
Well, although Parks used her one phone call to contact her husband, word of her arrest had spread quickly, and Eddie Nixon was there when Parks was released on bail later that evening. Nixon had hoped for years to find a courageous black person of unquestioned honesty and integrity to become the plaintiff in a case that might become the test of the validity of segregation laws. Sitting in Park's home, Nixon convinced Parks and her husband and mother that Parks was the plaintiff. Another idea arose as well. The black population of Montgomery would boycott the buses on the day of Parks' trial, Monday, December 5th. By midnight, 35,000 flyers were being mimeographed to be sent home with black school children, informing their parents of the planned boycott. As appeals and related lawsuits wended their way through the courts, all the way up to the U.S. Supreme Court, the Montgomery bus boycott engendered anger in much of Montgomery's white population as well as some violence, and Nixon's and Dr. King's homes were bombed. The violence didn't deter the boycotters of their leaders, however, and the drama in Montgomery continued to gain attention from the national and international press.
On November 13, 1956, the Supreme Court ruled that bus segregation was unconstitutional. The boycott ended December 20, a day after the court's written order arrived in Montgomery. Parks, who had lost her job and experienced harassment all year, became known as the mother of the civil rights movement. On December 5, Parks was found guilty of violating segregation laws, given a suspended sentence and fined $10 plus $4 in court costs. Meanwhile, black participation in the boycott was much larger than even optimists in the community had anticipated. Nixon and some ministers decided to take advantage of the momentum, forming the Montgomery Improvement Associations or MIA to manage the boycott. And they elected Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., new to Montgomery and just 26-year-old, as the MIA's president.
So in conclusion, Rosa Parks from 1913 to 2005 helped to initiate the civil rights movement in the United States when she refused to give up her seat to a white man on a Montgomery, Alabama bus in 1955. Her actions inspired the leaders of the local black community to organize the Montgomery bus boycott. Led by young Rev. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the boycott lasted more than a year, during which Rosa Parks not constantly lost her job, only when the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that the bus segregation was unconstitutional. And for over the next half century, Rosa Parks became nationally symbols of dignity and strength in the struggle to end the entrenched racial segregations. And that's all our analysis from the book I Am Rosa Parks, using historical approach from the literary appreciations. I hope you enjoy it, and I wish for the best score for our group final exams. Thank you.